Hello there, my name is Monte. Welcome to my channel. This is the Fragrant Juice where we talk about everything fragrance. And in this installment, we're going to talk about a house that I've always known about, but I've recently began to discover more about their fragrances. And that is the house of Chanel. And in particular, we're going to be talking about this from the Les Exclusifs collection, which is Chanel Sycomore Eau De Parfum. So during my recent trip to Detroit, I stopped in at Somerset and I picked this up, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about this today. But before we get into that, I think it's important that we get a little bit of background if you're not familiar with Chanel. Gabrielle Chanel lived her life as she alone intended, the trials of a childhood as an orphan and the successes of an accomplished businesswoman gave birth to an extraordinary character, daring, free, and ahead of her time. Faithful friendships and passionate love affairs, as well as a thirst for culture, discovery, and travel helped shape her personality. A wardrobe which was freed from constraints created a visionary allure that has become timeless and yet wildly modern. Pearls and diamonds casually paired with iconic perfumes have created a signature style, that of an avant-garde woman, a pioneer whose lifestyle and multiple facets forged the values of the house she founded and who remains an inspiration for all women. So, the house, which was founded by Coco Chanel. That's a history, but when it comes to this scent, which is Chanel Sycomore, which I recently picked up when I was at Somerset Mall in Detroit. If you're ever in Detroit, you should stop by and check out the Chanel boutique there. I got helped by a beautiful woman who was awesome and very, very helpful. Rhonda, she helped me out. She was very friendly and she helped me discover this scent here, which is Sycomore. And what I'll do here in this review is I'll get it in the air, get it on my skin, talk to you about some of the notes that I picked up and that I'm smelling. I'll talk to you about what the performance was like during my wear, longevity, who I think this is for, how versatile it is, and ultimately I'll give it a score, a juice score. And then we'll determine after that entire thing if this is something you should be picking up. So without further yapping, let me get right into it. So let's get it in the air. Amazing atomizer. And when you smell this, this smells woodsy, but not overly woodsy. It's got some subtle woods. It's definitely got kind of has that Chanel DNA, which is going to be airy, fresh, kind of soapy, like a slight soapy. And I always kind of feel a slight creaminess when it comes to Chanel fragrances. Like when you smell something that's Chanel, you kind of just know. It has that airiness, it's fresh, and it's light. With this one, it has a slightly smoky vetiver note in there. I'm not picking up much citruses. It's very vetiver heavy, but it's a slightly smoky vetiver. And this scent, unlike other scents that I've worn from other houses, is pretty linear. Like this scent remains the same the entire wearing experience. It doesn't change that much. So if you want a scent that is just gonna stay the same, be linear the whole way, and it's not gonna be a beast mode projector, this is one for you. Of the line of the Les Exclusifs, which is only available at boutiques, this was the most masculine one that I smelled. And I enjoy it because it was definitely very, it's different. It has a smoky vetiver, some woods, a little bit of citrus, but it's not very citrus forward. Get it on my skin. And when I think of this scent, I think it's almost calming to wear it with that smoky vetiver. It's refined when I think about this, who this is for. You could wear it with a blazer, you could wear it with a suit, you could wear it to the office. It's not gonna offend anybody. I think it has some citrus in there, maybe a little bergamot. Slight spicy, a little bit of pepper. I think it might be pink pepper. But what's still in the show with this the entire time is gonna be a slightly smoky vetiver. If you do not like vetiver, just go somewhere else. You are not going to enjoy this fragrance in the slightest. But if you enjoy vetiver fragrances, something like Tom Ford's Great Vetiver or something like that, and you wanted a Chanel vibe to it, this is not a clone or anything, by all means. This is its own unique thing. But if you are somebody who loves vetiver fragrances, which are usually safe, they're usually not going to offend anybody. They're going to be fresh and they're going to be, you know, kind of linear in their scent from what I've experienced, then you would love this. So when I was wearing this, as far as performance wise, I got a solid 8 hours out of it. Now it's not a beast mode projector. For the first, you're not gonna even get that much sillage out of this. The first hour you can get a little bit of sillage, but for the most part, this Eau De Parfum concentration is gonna remain a skin scent for the majority of the time. And for me, that's okay. This is something that when I think about who it's for, it's a bit of a more mature scent. So I would think mid-20s all the way up. And it's going to be a more masculine scent, but it is unisex. They say a woman could pull this off, but it's going to be leaning more masculine. And I think of this as a perfect professional scent for men, for people who are going into the office, constantly going to conferences and things like that. You're gonna have that slight smokiness of the vetiver, a little bit of spiciness in there, and then it has that Chanel thing where it's airy, it's fresh, and above all else, what I liked about this scent the most was it made me feel very fresh and clean, and it has like a calming presence to it. I'm a huge believer that based on what fragrance you're wearing, it can change your mood. And the mood this put me in was I wanted to be productive. I felt fresh and clean because it kind of has that Chanel soapy, airy thing going on with a slight vetiver that's not skunky or anything. It's very smooth with a slight smokiness. I mean, this is a great everyday wear for any man of mid-20s and up. I would recommend you pick this up. And then when it comes to my juice score for this one, for an everyday wear, you can wear it all year round as far as I'm concerned, I'm giving the House of Chanel Sycomore a solid 9 out of 10. My only con to this, the knock for the 1 point, is gonna be that I wish that it projected a little bit more. But as far as with having a small scent bubble, everybody doesn't want everybody to smell them all the time. If you want a skin scent where somebody has to come in to be able to smell you, this would be perfect. You get a solid 8 hours of performance out of this. And the scent is very classy, refined. I think about a dapper gentleman wearing this, pulling this off. And I love those kind of classic type of scents. So, hey, grab a sample of it if you enjoy it. You can't go wrong with Chanel Sycomore for an office fragrance, for a business professional, for somebody who constantly travels. That's what I see when I think of this. So solid addition to the line of Chanel, and I'm looking forward to smelling more of their Les Exclusifs. Again, thank you to Rhonda over at the Chanel Boutique at Somerset. She was great, and she did a great job of making me feel welcome. And so make sure if you're in Somerset, go go and see Rhonda and tell her that Monte sent you, and hopefully that she can help you find something that you might like. Another Chanel recommendation another Chanel that I'm going to be getting into soon, that I haven't quite put my full wear on yet, is the Allure Home Edition Blanche. So keep paying attention to this. This is also a quite refined type of scent, and it's kind of creamy, kind of has some lemon meringue type of vibes to it. This is going to be coming soon. This is something else that I picked up when I was at Chanel. So stay tuned on the channel for that. And hey, that's all I got for you. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. Have you smelled Chanel Sycomore? If you have, did you enjoy it? Have you smelled any other Chanel Les Exclusifs fragrances? Let me know what you think about them. I look forward to speaking to you in the comments. And hey, I just want to smell good. I just want you to smell good. And until next time, peace.
I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us. Your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone.